As Jesus is observing these people as they give. A wealthy man comes, practically fills the bucket. Then this poor widow comes. She has nothing to her name. She puts in everything that she has. And before we get to Jesus' point here, can I just say, no one seems to talk about this, but it just bothers me. This rich man dropped a bag of money, and this lady had a coin. Don't you think that the wealthy man had the resources to care for this widow's basic needs right there in that moment? You bet he did. You bet he did. If he dropped a bag of money, you bet he had two at home. You hand her a bag, you go home, you grab a different bag. Right? But he'd rather hear the clank of his generosity than offer it to a lady that can offer him nothing in return. That's what Jesus is after in your heart. He's after it. He's at war with that in you. That's what Jesus wants to eradicate in his followers, those who claim to be Christians. Jesus' point is this: God is more interested in the quality of your gift than the quantity of your gift. That's what he's after. In other words, God cares more about the motive than the money. Please don't miss this. If you walk away not hearing this today, I have failed to do my job. Everyone should be giving something. I'm not really sure why or how, but people today don't seem to get this. They seem to give when they feel like giving, or maybe when they feel guilty for not giving, or it's just not a discipline to them as much as a random desire that might hit sometimes. See, the problem is Christians today, they'll spend $75,000 for an SUV and give less financially to the church than the youth pastor. That's not good either. And the worst part is anytime a pastor has the guts to get up here and call that out, right? Oh, well, this church only cares about money. They just want my money. No, we don't want your money. God doesn't want your money either, especially not with that attitude. We want you to see that God wants your heart, but he can't get to your heart because you love your money. You want him? You want the greatest thing this world has to offer? Then stop loving money. And look, I don't know how else this, if that wasn't straight enough for you, let me just try this. I'll just be straight with you today, okay? To not give to God of your finances is a sin. It's a sin of omission, right? So sin of commission is doing what you know you should not do. A sin of omission is not doing what you know you ought to do. And the Bible clearly teaches that every believer should give. In fact, it even says that if you don't give to God, I am robbing God. And if you don't believe me, check out Malachi chapter 3. Makes for some good afternoon reading for you. When you fail to give to God, we are robbing God. And not just that, we're also robbing ourselves. We're robbing ourselves of greater blessings than we could ever obtain or secure on our own. Yes, the wealthy man gave something. Good job. That should be celebrated. But he had a lot left to give. This lady gave it all. The blessing you're looking for in giving is best seen when you give God your best, not when you give God the rest.